Spring 2004, South Korea. Inside a dim, humming internet cafe, the kind locals call a PC bang, a 24-year-old man is sitting in the exact same chair he's been in for 3 days straight. He hasn't gone home. He hasn't really slept. For 80 hours, he has barely moved, eyes locked on the screen, hands on the keyboard, legs folded under the same desk, in the same position, hour after hour after hour. Nobody in that cafe notices anything wrong. He isn't coughing, he isn't in obvious pain, there's no dramatic collapse, no warning siren. But deep inside his leg, something has already gone wrong. Blood that should be moving has started to pool, to slow down, to thicken, and quietly to clot. He has no idea that this clot is about to break free, travel through his bloodstream, and lodge itself directly inside his lungs. Doctors would later confirm it. This otherwise healthy young man died from a condition now known in medical literature as e-Thrombosis, a fatal blood clot caused by nothing more than sitting still for too long. And here's the part that should worry you: he wasn't the only one. In 2011, a 20-year-old man in the United Kingdom named Chris Staniforth collapsed and died after regularly playing video games for up to 12 hours a day. An autopsy found the same mechanism: a blood clot that had formed in his leg, broken loose, and traveled to his lungs. A formal review of medical literature, published in the Oxner Journal, went back through every documented case of gamers' thrombosis it could find. It identified 15 confirmed cases, patients aged 11 to 40, and 2 of them were fatal. A separate investigation looking specifically at sudden deaths linked to gaming sessions found 24 cases between 1982 and 2021. In 18 of them, the person had been gaming for close to a full day or even several days, with almost no breaks. 12 of these deaths happened inside internet cafes. This isn't an urban legend, it's a documented, named medical phenomenon. And your body doesn't care whether you're sitting still because of a 14-hour flight, a hospital bed, or a boss fight you refuse to lose. To understand how something as harmless as sitting can kill you, you have to go back to 1856, when a German physician named Rudolf Virchow described 3 conditions that, together, cause blood to clot inside a vein. Doctors still call it Virchow triad today. The first is stasis. Blood flow slowing down. Every time you stand up and use your leg muscles, they squeeze the veins in your calves and push blood back up toward your heart. It's called the muscle pump. Sit motionless for hours and that pump simply switches off. Blood pools in your lower legs like water in a stagnant pond. The second is hypercoagulability, your blood becoming more prone to clotting. Dehydration thickens the blood. Stress hormones released during intense, high-focus gaming sessions can push your body further toward a clotting state. The third is vessel wall damage, and sitting with your knees bent against the edge of a chair for hours can quietly irritate the delicate lining of the veins behind them. Put these 3 together: pooling blood, thicker blood, and irritated vessels, and you have the exact recipe for a deep vein thrombosis, or DVT, a clot forming deep inside the leg. On its own, a DVT is dangerous but often survivable if caught early. The real danger is what happens next. A clot sitting in a leg vein doesn't always stay there. If it breaks loose, it doesn't dissolve. It travels, riding the bloodstream exactly the way it's supposed to carry oxygen, except now it's carrying a solid blockage. It moves up through the leg, into larger veins, through the right side of the heart, and straight into the pulmonary arteries, the vessels responsible for carrying blood into the lungs to pick up oxygen. And there, in a space sometimes no wider than a few millimeters, the clot gets stuck. This is called a pulmonary embolism. Blood can no longer reach part of the lung. Oxygen levels crash. The heart, suddenly forced to pump against a blockage it was never built to handle, starts to strain. In severe cases, this can trigger cardiac arrest within minutes. It's estimated that pulmonary embolism and DVT together cause somewhere between 60,000 and 100,000 deaths every single year in the United States alone. Most of those people never saw it coming because the early warning signs are so easy to dismiss. A swollen calf, a dull ache in one leg, like a mild cramp, a patch of skin that feels unusually warm or looks slightly red. To someone who has been gaming for 10, 20, 40 hours straight, running on energy drinks and adrenaline, these symptoms are almost invisible. They feel like nothing more than sitting too long. But if that clot travels to the lungs, the next signs are harder to ignore. Sudden shortness of breath, a sharp stabbing chest pain, a racing heartbeat, or an unexplained cough. By then, for some people, it's already too late. You don't need to be an extreme 80-hour marathon gamer for this to matter. Researchers have found that seated immobility for at least 10 hours in a 24-hour period with fewer than 2 hours of movement at a time is enough to significantly raise the risk of a dangerous clot. But it's important to be precise here. Sitting for a long time isn't a switch that simply turns the danger on or off. It's one ingredient in a much bigger recipe, and the other ingredients matter just as much. Picture two gamers, both sitting through the exact same 10-hour session. The first one drinks water regularly, gets up to stretch every hour or so, and has a healthy body weight. His risk is still there, but it stays relatively low. The second one doesn't move for the entire session, smokes, is running on energy drinks instead of water, carries extra weight, or has an inherited clotting disorder he doesn't even know he has. For him, those same 10 hours carry a dramatically higher risk. That's because each of these factors attacks the body in its own way. Dehydration thickens the blood, smoking damages the vessel walls, excess weight adds pressure on the leg veins, and inactivity shuts the muscle pump off completely. Genetic clotting disorders, meanwhile, means some people's blood is simply primed to clot more easily than everyone else's, sitting or not. None of these factors need sitting to be dangerous on their own, but stack enough of them together and the risk compounds fast. And the modern gaming world makes long, uninterrupted sessions easier than ever. Live service games, ranked matches, and marathon streams all reward staying seated for as long as possible. The fix, according to researchers, isn't complicated. A 2024 study on competitive gamers found that taking a 6-minute walking break roughly every hour significantly improved blood flow and circulation during long sessions. Doctors recommend getting up and moving every 1 to 2 hours, staying hydrated, and, if you know you're prone to long sessions, even wearing compression sleeves, which gave gamers in that same study a measurable benefit. And if you already know you're at higher risk, a family history of clotting, a previous blood clot, obesity, or heavy smoking, it's worth an actual conversation with a doctor before your next 20-hour weekend binge, not after. None of this means you have to quit gaming. It simply means taking care of your real-life HP bar while you're busy draining someone else's. The man in that PC bang in 2004 didn't die because gaming is dangerous. He died because the human body was never designed to stay frozen in one position for 80 straight hours, no matter what's on the screen in front of it. His case became one of the first documented in medical history. So the next time you find yourself deep into hour 6, hour 10, hour 20 of a session, stand up, walk to the kitchen, stretch your legs. It might be the least exciting 5 minutes of your entire session. It might also be the one that saves your life. I'll see you in the next case. Take care.